Mindful Life Practice community.
Oh, all right. So here we go. Some people joined. Yay, welcome. Awesome. All right. Hello, everyone. So my name is Alex. I am a international yoga teacher. I am a sober coach as well. And I am joining you live from Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates. So all the way on the other side of the world, the sun is setting behind me. And I know it's morning for you guys in the States. And I'm going to be leading you through a 30-minute practice called Letting Go in Order to Receive. And this event, I actually planned to do this live, and then I realized it is the 1-year anniversary of my business. So I do online yoga. A big component of that is sobriety yoga. And so I actually have some of my clients here on Zoom on my computer, and then I have you guys on IGTV live. So it's pretty amazing to bring all these people around the world together. We're going to start our practice over on our yoga mats in our child's pose. So you can come onto your mat. You guys can see me well despite being in front of the window. And you're going to sit your hips back on your heels and rest your forehead. Take some deep breaths in and out. And as you breathe in and breathe out, arrive in this moment, arrive in your practice, arrive in your body. Take deep breaths in and out. How is your breath landing in your lungs? Where does it enter the body? Does one breath flow into the next smoothly, or is there a little bit of a stagger? Just kind of notice what happens when you start to shift from your busy and active mind, and mine was a bit all over the place, being like, how do I work this Instagram live thing? How do I do this at the same time as Zoom? And so this moment right now is all about tapping into your breath and switching from that go, 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 or that chaos or all of that thinking into calm. And so the intention for our practice is letting go in order to receive. And I've chosen this theme intentionally because for this particular class, we're raising awareness on the many lives that have been lost due to alcohol-related deaths in the United States. And I know when I was at the end of my drinking days, I was very afraid of letting go because I didn't know, what I would receive from letting go. And the process of letting go can be really, really hard, but oftentimes what we receive from it can be beautiful if we open our minds to it. So as you're resting in this child's pose and you're breathing in and you're breathing out, I invite you to finish the following sentence. I would be lighter if I let go of. What would you be lighter if you let go of? And maybe it's judgments against yourself. Maybe it's something really simple. Maybe it's a relationship or a job, but just identify that. And then we're going to walk our hands over towards the right. And can you stretch through the left side body? And then take your hands all the way back through center. And then you're going to take the hands over to the left and stretch through the right side body. And then come all the way back through center. And you're going to come all the way up into a tabletop pose. So you're on your hands and your knees, and then just move through your cat-cows. So this is one of the first times I've ever been live on Instagram. I was kind of afraid of it. And I also sort of have this fear of like joining live classes. I'm afraid that if I join a live and then I want to leave, it will like seem rude if I leave. So just know that I'm not even close to the camera, so I can't even see if you're leaving. It's all good. But I hope you stay. Just do one more, curve through the spine. And then come all the way into a neutral, and you're going to spread through your palms and spread through your fingers. And then can you tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back? And then just bend through one knee and then bend through the next, pressing out through the heels, walking out the dog. And then I'm going to invite you to walk your hands all the way back to meet your feet. Take an inhale to halfway lift. Take an exhale to fold, and then breathe all the way up into a standing pose. So sweep your arms upward and then take your palms into heart center. All right, so I teach grade 1 students. They're 6 years old, and something that children at that age do is that they just kind of move however they want. So this is not a yoga pose, but I am going to invite you to just kind of free move in whatever way feels good. And the cool thing is that no one can see you. Everyone can just look at me and laugh at me. So just kind of wobbling and moving and getting out any kind of tension or anything that's in the body. And then just do it for 3, for 2, and then on 1, I want you to drop into complete stillness. Imagine as if you're like this snow globe that's been shook up, and there's snow flying everywhere. And then as you drop into stillness, that snow settles and the water clears. The snow settles and the water clears. And you are letting go of movement and receiving stillness. And how does that feel to let go of movement and receive stillness? Take a big inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Take an exhale to fold. Take a big breath in, halfway lift. Take an exhale to fold, and then you're gonna plant your palms and step your feet back. And then land your knees onto the mat and slowly lower all the way down, elbows going back. And then breathe into a little bit of a snake lift. And then exhale to lower back down. And then we're gonna shift through a tabletop and come all the way up and back to a down dog. Leave your left foot where it is, take your right leg up towards the sky, and then pull your right knee into your chest and step your right foot in between your hands. And if you can't quite get your foot there, just use your hand to move it forward. It's all good. Take an inhale, lift your arms up. And then when you exhale, land your left heel and open up to a warrior 2. And now I want you to try something here. I want you to make this the most intentional warrior 2. Really extend through your arms, get really strong, and then make it the easiest warrior 2. And then can you find the middle between those 2 polarities, intensity and ease? Yeah, and then just settle your gaze. And then take an inhale, reverse your warrior. So your right palm is gonna reach all the way up overhead. And then you're gonna exhale, come all the way up. And then windmill your palms to the mat and frame your foot. Yeah, you got it. Step your right foot back to meet the left. I'm saying you got it as if I can see you guys. I can't. You're quite far away, but I'm gonna assume you got it. Land your knees onto the mat and then slowly lower all the way down. And then breathe your body, lift your heart. Exhale to lower. And then shift through a tabletop, come all the way up to a down dog. And we're gonna do the exact same thing. So breathe your left leg up towards the sky. And then pull your left knee in, step your left foot between your palms, lift your arms all the way up. And then can you open up into a warrior 2? And now this time I want you to give a lot of effort and intensity. And then how does it feel to let go of that effort and receive a bit of ease? And then take an inhale, reverse the warrior, breathe through your rib cage. And then come all the way around, windmilling your palms, planting your palms back to frame the foot. Yeah, you got it. Step your left foot back, land your knees, move your body through a flow, so lowering down, lifting at your heart, and then lowering down and then shifting all the way back through a tabletop to your down dog. Lift your hips up towards the sky, just stay where you are. Kind of shifting weight more so onto your legs, less so onto your arms. Nice, how you guys doing? Oh, Brian's back, nice. All right, take another breath in your down dog. And then we're going to do the exact same thing again. So take your right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Pull your right knee in, step your right foot between your palms, lift all the way up, and then open up to a warrior two. And this time you're gonna stay in your warrior two for a few breaths. Letting go of effort in order to receive a bit of ease. Letting go of strength in order to surrender. Letting go of your steadiness, receiving a bit of grace. And then this time, let's integrate some mindful movement, yeah? So inhale, reverse your warrior. And then just exhale your elbow onto your knee and keep going like this. So this is a reversed warrior and then an extended side angle. Can you think of some times in your life when you've had to let go? When you've had to kind of be courageous and let go and kind of not know what was going to come from that action of letting go. Let's do one more of these. And then this time, just land your elbow on your knee. And then I'm going to give you an option. You either stay chilling here or you lift your arm up. Holding on here for 3, for 2. And then 1, lift all the way up, lengthen through your right leg. Shorten your stance. Reach your right arm forward. And then clock your right arm alongside your right calf. This is your triangle pose, and you're going to extend your left arm up towards the sky. And then maybe gaze along your arm towards your thumb. Good, this is your triangle. And I'm going to give you one more option. If you want to stay here in triangle, stay. And if you want to shift weight onto your right foot and right fingertips and come up into your half moon, go for it. See my little head's being cropped out of the camera. Now, something I say often in my yoga classes is that if you fall, you are still a good person, okay? Don't forget it. I think sometimes we think that falls and failures define us, when really life is about falling and failing, right? Falling and failing is where we learn. It's how we learn. So fall and embrace those falls. Don't be embarrassed. Don't stress. Take one more breath. And then can you come all the way up to stand? And then just feel how it feels to have both of your feet on planet Earth grounded and supporting you here, and then relax through your arms. Take a big breath in. Exhale out. Big breath in. Exhale out. Let's carry through this same flow on the opposite side, yeah? So inhale your arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, fold. By the way, my yogis that are here, well, you're all my yogis, but my yogis on Zoom, some of you have been doing yoga for like 3 hours at this point, halfway lift. So if you want to come into a child's pose and just stay in child's pose, that's totally fine. Lower back down into your fold. Child's pose is still yoga. Plant your palms, step your feet back, and then if you want to take it through a vinyasa, go for it, landing your knees. Slowly lowering all the way down. Lifting your heart. And then coming all the way back into your tabletop and all the way up into your down dog. And then let's do this journey on the opposite side. So you're going to extend your left leg, big breath in, and then pull your left knee in and then step your left foot between your palms. And again, if you have to use your hand to get your foot there, it's totally fine. You got it. Lift your way up. And then open up to a warrior two. And then just stay for a moment. So this whole theme of letting go, Lao Tzu, he said that painful endings are often a disguise for new beginnings. I think that kind of chimes into our theme of letting go. It feels like a painful ending. It's often actually turns into a new beginning. Let's take an inhale, reverse our warrior, and then can you go with the flow? On your exhale, you land the elbow onto the knee, you reach your arm up overhead, and then keep breathing in your body, exploring how the sensations move through you, and appreciating that the transition is a posture in itself. Yeah, so often we're all ready to go from one job to the next, one relationship from the next, one experience to the next, but can you treat these moments in between as poses in their own right? And then doing one more. Come into your extended side angle, extend your arm, and then maybe you reach that arm up, holding onto a beach ball, getting really strong through your leg. Yay, this is so fun. What do we learn from discomfort? What is this teaching you? And then push all the way up and lengthen through your left leg. Yeah, you got it. You're doing awesome. Wiggle your foot in. And then you're going to reach your left arm forward and clock your left arm alongside your left leg and reach your arm up and just stay. I'm going to see how we're doing for time. Okay, cool. Awesome. Now, if you want to, you might shift weight onto your left foot and left fingertips and lift your right arm up. This is your half moon. Remember, if you fall, you fall. It's not the end of the world. Take one more breath. And then can you lift all the way up to stand? Again, feel the clarity and contrast, right? We were just balancing on one foot and now we are balancing or we're grounded on 2 feet. And what is that clarity and contrast for you? Can you connect to maybe a clarity and contrast of, you know, partying days to sober days, or any other time you've had that clarity and contrast in your life? We're going to practice one more balancing pose. This is tree vrikshasana. This is one of my favorites. I'm often standing in tree pose at work. We're going to leave our left foot, lift onto our right tippy toes. I want you to land your right foot on the inside of the left leg, either on the ankle or the shin or the thigh. Now, the one thing I want you to avoid is placing your foot on the inside of the knee. That's going to push your knee in the wrong direction, that it is not meant to move. And then you can place your palms at your heart center. Oh my goodness, I'm so wobbly. See, even yoga teachers are wobbly. We're humans. And as the body steps into the middle, the mind finds the moment. Body steps into the middle and the mind steps into the moment. Nice, take one more breath, you got it. And then land your right foot, and we'll go the opposite way. So leave your right foot anchored, lift your left foot, land your left foot on the inside of the thigh or the shin. Nice, anchoring your palms at heart center. Can you lean inward? Nice, take one more breath. And then land your left foot. Big breath in and then a big breath out. Take an inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Take an exhale, fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, lower, and then if you want to go through one more vinyasa, go ahead. Or you might just want to step back into your down dog. I'm just going to turn on my light. I just realized I did this whole class with my light not on. That's super helpful for sunset time, isn't it? From our down dog, we're going to land our knees onto the mat. And then we're just going to do one back bend. This is called Camel Pose. So you're going to come up onto your knees. You're going to place your palms on your sacrum, elbows drawing in. Then you're going to breathe in and then just shift your hips slightly forward. And then maybe you reach your hands onto your heels, maybe not. Maybe you just stay up here, it's all good. Don't push yourself too far. Make sure you meet yourself where you're at. You're keeping your body safe. You're doing what feels good. Nice, take one more breath. And then you're gonna come all the way up and then just shift your hips to the side. Coming all the way down. And then can you lay your back body down on your mat? And then just cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh and flex your right toes. And then either stay here with your foot on the mat, or you're gonna lift the left foot up and interlace the palms on the thigh or the shin. So this is a reclined pigeon pose. So I've told this story of letting go in my yoga classes before, so forgive me if you've heard it before, but one big part of my own childhood was that I was a bit of a hoarder. I really liked to hold on to things. And I became an expat when I was 23, moved abroad to Kuwait. And when I moved to Kuwait, I could only go with the 2 suitcases that I could fit on the plane. And in that instance in my life, I was forced to really let go for the first time. And I'll never forget moving into my apartment and it being so empty and me realizing the lightness and the peace and the clarity that I got from letting go. And I had been so afraid of letting go that I just never knew what it would be like. And then when I finally let go, what I received from letting go was just so rewarding. We're gonna switch our left foot and then land our right foot and then just cross the other way. So left ankle on top of the right knee. Flex through the left toes, push the left palm into the left thigh, stay. Or lift your right leg up, interlacing on the thigh or the shin. And I mean, the greatest way in my life that I experienced this whole thing of letting go was when I quit drinking alcohol. Right, I was terrified. Am I gonna have friends? Am I going to have a social life? Am I gonna have fun? And I just remember maybe 2-3 weeks into it, when I was driving to work one day, driving by the Grand Mosque here in Abu Dhabi, and looking over and just having tears in my eyes, being like, life is so beautiful when you're not hungover. And if I didn't have the courage to let go, then I never would have known that. Can you take one more breath in this little pigeon? And then you're just gonna release the feet. And then take your knees in and open your arms wide into cactus. We're gonna drop the knees over to the side. So I want you to return back to that thought you had at the start of class. I would be lighter if I let go of. What is it that you're working on letting go of? And I know it's not as simple as taking a 30-minute yoga class and just being like, okay, I've let go. If it were that easy, then yoga teachers would not be telling us to do it over and over again. Letting go is hard. Let's take our knees all the way up, and then we're gonna switch the other way. But you can take letting go in any way, like little by little, one way at a time, one day at a time. Curl your knees all the way up, and I wish I had time for a little shavasana, but we're almost at the end of our practice. So we're just gonna rock our way up to a little seated meditation. Bringing your hands to your heart center. And I finish with a little yoga mantra. So if you do know this mantra, you can join along, or you can just keep listening and breathing. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Thank you so much for joining me, for sharing the space and the practice. We close with the intention that our yoga practice serves and benefits not just us as individuals, but our collective society as a whole. May all beings be happy, be healthy, and be free, and may the thoughts and actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. Sealing with a big breath in, and then a big breath out. Thank you so much for sharing the practice. Namaste.